there was a German sitting by a tree, and he was sleeping, and his rifle was there. Oh, I wasn't going to shoot him. So I just took his rifle and I threw it way over to the side away, and then I gave him a little kick in the shins, and he woke up. He woke up, and on the way over they gave us the book translating German and English, and I studied that, and that's the first time I spoke German. And there was handy hook. That means hands up in English. So I kicked him on the shin, and he opened his eyes, and I said, "Handy hook." And he stood right up, and he put his hands up, and then he's talking to me, and I could understand some of it. He's sprechen Sie Deutsch. That means you can speak Deutsch, you can speak English, you sprechen Sie Deutsch. I can speak German. And he put his hand up and he said, "Bitte, bitte, this season, mein Frau," I don't know if that's his wife, mein Fräulein, or his daughter or somebody. And then I took him, well, he was standing there with his hands up, and then I told him in German, I said, "Come in here." That means come with me. And he kept his hands up, and I said, "Well, you can put your hand down, but come with me." And I took him down. There was a whole bunch of German prisoners that the other guys said they were bringing them up down below. So I took him down, and here's another one you can have. And I gave him another prisoner. And I don't know how many they had. They had a lot of them, a lot of the prisoners. And they weren't, I don't know if any more SS. They might have had some SS. They were the worst ones. They were Hitler's special, you know. So they took them. I took a whole bunch of prisoners. I don't know why they took them somewhere and put them in a prison camp, I guess. And they had me. I ended up going over to Austria, to Vienna. There was a sanatorium, and they had a lot of guys in there, just a place to sleep. They weren't there. They weren't because they were sick. It's just a big place. They were able to sleep. And that's the first time I was ever to sleep on a cot. The other times I slept in the Foxhole, and they had cots there. So one day a lieutenant came in, and he wanted to know if anybody here could ride a motorcycle. And I told him I couldn't. But before that, somebody told me that, before I went overseas, somebody told me don't ever volunteer, because you never know what they're going to have you do. And this is before I was in uniform. And they had us all lined up, and I was standing out in the front. And a lieutenant came out. He said, "Anybody here can drive a truck?" I could drive a truck, but I wasn't like the guy told me, don't, you know, don't volunteer for anything. So I didn't say anything. And the guy says that anybody can drive a truck, take step forward. And about 5 guys took a step ahead. And I stayed right where I was. And the guy says, okay, go over there and you're going to drive them wheelbarrows. They picked up the wheelbarrows and they had to go around picking up rubbish. That's why I didn't, if I'd have volunteered, I'd have been picking up rubbish. So I didn't volunteer.